Yo, I know you can't see me. I know it's in the dark, but I have to speak on this real quick. It ain't gonna be long either, but I have to speak on this real quick. The greatest trick that the enemy has ever played on any of us was allowing us to forget who we are as people. Okay? Now I want you to understand something. When you were placed on this earth, when you were born, you were faced with many distractions. You were faced with many obstacles, many man-made trials that you had no control over. And through that time, you either learn to trust in God and the powers that be, or you learn to try to move off your own instinct and your own self-will, or you move off the devil's hand. Let me explain the three real quick. If you moved off the devil's hand, you could be something like a celebrity. You understand what I'm saying? These people have given up big, major parts of themselves, their morals, their lives, in order to gain that earthly success, in order to gain what they feel is earth's purpose. Now you can be number two. You can move off the self-will and your own self and not include God in your mission, not include God in your purpose, not include God in what you want to do, and you can try to be full-on creator of your own life. Maybe you're not running with the devil, but you're running with yourself. That's that pride. That's what kills you in the end. Okay? And then you have number three, where you can move off God's will and his control. And a lot of people, they have a problem with submitting to this control because they don't want to feel as if somebody else, or even an entity that they can't see, is controlling their life. Well, let me explain something. It's not the idea that he's controlling your life. It's the idea that you give him the right to lead you through your life. He's going to place things in your path that only he can place in your path, so long as you give him the right to do that. But without his will, without him, you will not receive these same type of blessings. Now understand, the devil can bless you too. Okay? Now the devil can bless you, and it's in terms of what I just spoke on with the celebrity. So I won't even go hard on that. Just know that the devil can bless you the same way. But it's trickery. Now through your self-will, understand that you can go out here and you could be one of those atheists, right? You know, people that don't believe in a higher power at all. And you could probably make a great living out here and do great things out here, but your soul will never be at peace. And you know why your soul will never be at peace? Is because you have no connection with the Creator. You have no idea who put you on this earth and why they put you on this earth, because you don't even believe in that, or you don't trust in that. So your soul will never be at rest. You understand what I'm saying? Now my point in all of this is to tell you that the greatest trick that the enemy ever played was to allow you not to know who you are as a person, as a human being. We have far more power over the enemy than he's ever given us credit for, or that we've ever even given ourselves credit for. He's allowed us to think that we have no power, and that either we're supposed to fully trust in God and do no work, or we should turn away from God and trust in him, and he can give us what we want. Rather, what we should have been realizing is that we have the power to co-create right alongside our Creator. However, you have to be careful with what you're doing when you're doing this. Now, a lot of people, they tend to think that this means that now you're practicing sorcery, or you're doing some form of witchcraft, or you're being evil towards your father. You're doing things that your father is displeased with. But I want to confirm with something with you today, so that you can understand that that's not the case at all. What the case is that you have that power to work right alongside God and make your life a blessing. Now understand, you will never have heaven on earth. Understand what I'm saying? Because we are divided. And that's another great trick that the enemy has played on us, is division. I speak on that a lot. We are divided. We have no idea how big we could be if we just united as one, if we could just get on the same page with each other. Because that is something that the devil fears more than anything. Everybody being on the same page and realizing who they are and helping create this world to be something that it hasn't ever seen before. You understand what I'm saying? We are a life form that can build. Look at what we've already done on this earth. We have roads, we have highways, we have all these wonderful things. I'm just going to name those two because that's what I'm driving on right now. You understand what I'm saying? However, we have all these wonderful creations that we as humans have found ways to create, not through our own self-knowledge, but through knowledge that the Creator, God, has given you throughout time. My point is, find out who you are. Realize who you are. Realize that the power that God has given you is not little power. If He gave you power to tread over these serpents and to remove these demons from your life, you have no idea how much more power He's actually giving you. Do you know how much power it takes to remove a demon from your life? Do you know how much power it takes to remove sickness from your life? Do you know how much power it takes to remove these evil energies that surround you on a day-to-day basis? It can take a lot. And I'm pretty sure just hearing it sounds like, man, that sounds like you asked me to have buttloads of energy. Nah, bro, you ain't got to even, you should, you need to get your energy right, you need to tighten up. But the main thing is, you need to have a connection with your God. You understand what I'm saying? You need to have a connection with Him. Without that connection to Him, you will never be able to co-create the way that you want to, the way that is pleasing to Him as well, in the sight of His eyes. Understand, we are all souls living in a human experience. You have a soul just like I have a soul. This body that we are in is not us. This is just our vessel that we walk around in every single day. But this is not us. We have a soul that resides within us. And once we die, that soul will leave this body. But this body will stay here and rot. This body is not me. The soul that resides within me is me. You understand? I'm going to leave it at that because I don't want to ramble on too much with you. Point being, find out who you are. I'll holler at you.